We're live on YouTube with my random ass thumbnail and, you know, just stuff I threw together. But hey man, we here. Stream elements, bot running. I don't remember approving that. I think it's just part of the whole thing. Anyways, if you see him in the chat, some bot or something's in there. I think because I have like a different layout going on. What's up, VGL? What's up? Tweeting this out and we'll be ready to go right now. We're gonna talk about a few things, kind of ease in to this new schedule I'm going to attempt here. It should be fun. It should be fun. Everything should sound good. I'm a professional by now. All right? I haven't touched my audio settings in like 15 years, so we good. But yeah, man, it's gonna be interesting streaming on YouTube. It hits different. It definitely hits different. Okay, so that's that. Now let me get a couple things ready and we'll be going right now. Hit the like button if you can. I don't even know if that still does anything these days, but hey man, it's right there. Tickle that button, okay? What's up, Robert? I'm very curious to see which Twitch viewers come through tonight. That'll make me super happy if you guys come through, and Robert is one of them. So we are off to a good start, right? We off to a good start. But yeah, it should be fun tonight. We're gonna hang out for a bit. First to dislike, engagement is engagement. That's YouTube. All right, so yeah. What's up, TG? Officer, what's going on? Mike, if you guys are new to my streams, you haven't really watched me on Twitch or anything, we usually have the starting Zoom screen going because, you know, that's like popular to do, you know, it's like a thing. And then I switch over to like something like this, you know, something like this, and we get to talk, I get to see you, and we just hang out. And what I would typically do is like I would chat for a bit and then we play games. But tonight we're just gonna chat. What's up, Savage? Congrats on the kid. Thank you, thank you. I know, man, life updates, right? He's 2 months old now, just in case you guys were wondering. He's doing really good. So I appreciate you guys telling me congrats and all that good stuff. You guys are awesome. I always forget with YouTube that the chat starts from the bottom and goes up. Twitch is the opposite. So with my vertical monitor, it's a bit weird because I'm like looking down and I probably have to make the chat smaller. But even when I do, yeah, there we go. That's better. Dummy, what's up? Why you call yourself a dummy? I feel mean calling you that. Officer says, I got sick, so that's why I'm here. Congrats on the 2 months. Oh, you're sick. I hope you feel better. What's up, Fark? Twitch viewer, hey, Mike. I know a couple mics. Inside joke, that's why you're called dummy. I got you, got you. Golimar? What's up, what's up? Excited for Bayonetta and God of War. Yes, we're gonna talk about God of War a little bit today. We're gonna talk about Game of the Year. What's up, Slow-Mo? What's good? You have a podcast tonight, right? The podcast God. I think I should call you that from now on, Slow-Mo. The podcast God. I just thought of that right now. This man on 15 podcasts a week. I think you've kind of calmed down though. I think you've calmed down a little bit. I remember for a while, it seemed like you were on every podcast as a guest or like a co-host or something. And then it kind of slowed down a little bit. Duo is here. What's up, Eric? What's good? Agree 100% with what you said. Dummy, I think I remember who you are on Twitter. You're talking about today? The nostalgia effect. We could talk about that too. I think that was you. Elden Ring game of the decade. Game of the decade. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna move the chat here so we could be eye to eye. So I'm not just twisting my neck over here. But at some point I do have to move the chat once we start watching things together and stuff. Sometimes we'll do, we watch a video together. It could be gaming, it could be non-gaming. I do that sometimes. I'm thinking we leave that for like the end of the stream. And we could talk about a couple of these topics because there's things going on in the industry. I feel like there's like hot topics, but they're not so interesting to me. Like the whole, is Game Pass profitable? Is it not profitable? I don't know. And then you have the whole thing with the whole price increases that are going to happen. That does concern me. I will say that. Obviously, I don't want to spend more money. That's all I'm going to say. I'd rather not spend more money. All right, end of topic, right? That's it. Can we not spend more money? I'm down. Whatever we got to do to spend less money, I'm for it. That's my stance on pretty much everything. So there's not much more to say with those kinds of topics, I feel like. I'm at a crossroads and need help. Should I get Star Ocean, The Divine Force, or Sackboy on PC? I have never played Star Ocean. And I actually tried to get a Sackboy key, and I haven't got one yet. So I haven't played Sackboy yet either. And quite frankly, they probably shouldn't send me a code, because why should I have a Sackboy code? I don't know. I just like the character, he's super cute, but I don't really play the games like that. But yeah, Officer says Elden Ring is gonna win Game of the Year. Let's just get into that topic. I actually want to start with that first. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring up Twitter on this other screen. And I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger so you guys can see. I did put out a tweet about this, and it got a lot of attention, way more than I thought it would. And it was pretty interesting. I saw a lot of interesting responses. Where is this at? Where did I put this tweet? Give me a sec, I'll find it. I just saw it earlier and now I can't find my own tweet. I'm just scrolling. Like, do I tweet that much? I'm not that bad, am I? I'm not that bad, am I? I'll just find the other tweet and then connect to it. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope life's treating you well and treating you good, and you're having... Here we go. I just hope you guys are awesome, having an awesome day. And hopefully we can keep that going, right? So here we are. I'm gonna switch over here, and then yeah, I'm gonna have to move the chat. I think it's time for a fourth monitor. I got 3. I feel like, whoa, I might need a 4th. Nah, I'm just kidding. We got this. BitCloud is here. What's up, BitCloud? It says, Mama. BitCloud. What's going on? What is going on? What are you guys saying? Doing all right, saving up for a PC so I could start a YouTube channel, Drewski says. Nice. It's never too late. I saw a quote. Something like, in 10 years, the biggest YouTubers haven't even started yet. That could be you, Drewski. That could be you. Because it's just, there's more people coming in. There could be people who just pop off. So definitely never too late to start a YouTube. I almost feel like I'm starting again. Just with like the schedule that I have, being a mom now, kind of like, taking a break, coming back. Even though My break was not really a break. Like it was, but it wasn't. I took maybe a month? Not even a month. I went almost all the way up until I was in labor streaming. And then a couple weeks off, and then I was back streaming. So my break wasn't really a break, but my consistency was slacking. So I do feel like I'm kind of like restarting, re-energizing the channels and all that. And it's exciting in a way. So if you can feel that way, you got it. You got this. Just get that PC. What's up, Mega? Who else is in here? Hope you and the baby are doing well. He's doing really good. Thank you guys. He's such a, my aunt calls him a charmer. He's such a charmer. He's super cute. I wish I could just show him like freely all the time to you guys, but it's just, there's, you know, trying to keep privacy with that. But he's super cute. He's so cute. I know I'm biased, but I genuinely, like, in an objective way, I'm like, he's really freaking cute. But yeah, let's go ahead and get to Twitter. What's up, Dave? Just getting in time for barbecue ham. Barbecue ham. I don't know if I've ever had barbecued ham before. Have I? Usually it's baked. Save it for the Discord for sure, for sure. Yeah, that's true. I have been keeping up with you guys there. Slow-mo said Elden Ring's still gonna win Game of the Year. Ultimately, Slow-mo, I think you're right. But at the same time, I'm like, what if that God of War is hitting? But that brings us to the topic. So there was a tweet. Let me switch over here. This is good, this is good, this is good, this is good. There was a tweet from, gosh, I don't have it handy right now. It was a reviewer, some guy who has a preview. That Gene dude, I think his name is Gene. He said, gosh, there goes Dinah. What did he say, Dinah? Yeah, it was a safe sequel. Yeah, that's what he said. If you guys don't know Dinah, that is part of the show. Every time I stream, Dinah is really just, she's the streamer, okay? What's going on with these comments? Hold up. I used to upload to YouTube. Why are these? Oh, because you said shit. That's why. For the mods, actually, I might add a couple more mods tonight, but like Dave or whoever else is a mod, if they say like a curse word, like shit or whatever, just approve them. I guess that's just there to help against, you know, the bad stuff. Obviously, no, you can cuss. It's fine. As long as it's not disrespectful to me or people in the chat, you're good. But I think YouTube is just like on top of it. You're not going to approve? Okay, who can we get to? Who's going to be here for a minute? BitCloud, you going to be here? I can make BitCloud a mod. Eric's here. I know Eric's here. BitCloud, where are you at? Here, hold this mod real quick. Add. There we go. No, if you say cuss words, it's fine, but just as long as they're not to me and you're disrespecting me or the chat, you're good. Don't worry about it. I did see the news for Twitter being completed today. The news for Twitter being completed. What do you mean? What do you mean? Kronos, what's up? Okay, so yeah, that Gene dude, he was like he has a preview of God of War. He said it was a safe sequel. And they were also saying that it's clear that they had the PS4 in mind. So basically, I took it as it's not super next gen. Like, it's running on the PS4, obviously, right? We got the cross-gen. And they like the game, but it's safe and not doing anything crazy next gen. So I took that information and did a tweet because I've been doing shorts. I don't know if you guys have noticed on this channel, I've been doing a couple of shorts about Elden Ring. I've been taking old content and making new content with the shorts. So coincidentally, like I had been making Elden Ring, like why it should be Game of the Year shorts and stuff like that. And then this happened. So I was like, shoot, I'll just throw a tweet out there. So I asked, will a safe sequel be enough to take down Elden Ring for Game of the Year? And it got so many comments. This might be the most comments I've ever had on a tweet. I could be wrong, but I mean, there's so many. Like a lot of people agreed that Elden Ring is getting Game of the Year. Like they were just like, no, God of War has no chance. But look at there's so many. So I'm going to go through, I'm scrolling back up. And we'll look at a few of them, okay? I went ahead and put my shorts in there because, why not? It's like, oh man, can I get some views, please? Probably not. But yeah, so there was a few that jumped out to me. I kind of scrolled earlier. If it really improves on everything, I believe it's possible. So a lot of people knew what I was talking about. Because you think about it, I didn't even mention God of War. I didn't even say it was God of War, but people knew what I was talking about. They're like, yes, no, they knew. Should we establish that, officer? Because you say it's going to be Elden Ring versus Gold of War, but you mean God of War. Can we all agree it's coming down to those two? Do we have anybody in the chat who's like, no, what about this game? Is there something else you think that's at that level and it's going to give these two a challenge? Because I think it's these two. I think it's coming down to them. I know Horizon, people think Horizon. I think it's going to be nominated, but to go against God of War and Elden Ring, I just don't know about that. What's up, Salazar? Guapa. Thank you. Appreciate that. Fonz is here. Fonz, I was going to tell you this on Twitter, but your logo is fire. The F and the G. I see you. I like that. That's clean. My name doesn't do anything like that. Like Erica's for the win. Like, I can't do anything with that. I think I tried. I tried to like think of something like kind of what you did. I was like, I can make a logo out of like my name, but it just I never thought of anything. What's up, Biased? Horizon Zero Awards. Damn. I need a soundbite for when somebody says something super spicy. I don't have anything for that. I got stuff that's basically this.
I beg your pardon?
Like when somebody says something kind of wild. If I say something wild,
I beg your pardon?
I got things like that. But you know what? I need a soundbite when somebody says something spicy.
Who?
Because I don't got that. Everything we did on Twitch was like suspect or like not spicy, I guess. Keep the streak alive. Actually, Biased, you have it wrong. It's not Horizon Zero Awards, it's Horizon Forbidden Awards. Come on, Biased. Come on. Horizon Forbidden West is so damn boring, Fawn says. See, Dave has it right. Horizon Forbidden Awards. Dave knows. Who? And then you got to add that.
Who?
That who Horizon. You got to, it's a whole thing, man. Man, when it comes to like this YouTube channel, whenever I came at Horizon, people would dislike the video. So I'm fully expecting dislikes on this stream. I will not be surprised. It happens. I remember I reacted to like Horizon being shown. I wasn't excited enough, apparently. Like I thought it looked cool. I was like, oh, the graphics look really amazing. Like I gave it actual kudos. But I remember people were like, oh, you weren't excited enough. Saints Row Arcade says, for Game of the Year? I know you don't mean that. He says, just kidding. Which game? Saints Row? Why it was a good idea? I haven't played it, but yeah, it seems really bad. Can't wait for God of War. It will be epic. Elden Ring just had such a mass appeal. Yeah, that's my point that I made in my like reasons it should win. It should. I put should in like caps. Like it should win. Because Game of the Year, yeah, it has to do with how good the game is, obviously. You know, story and gameplay, all the stuff we care about. Like that goes without saying. But also it's a popularity thing too. I think the one game that comes to mind that kind of pushed that popularity thing, I mean, it was popular, but it wasn't like Elden Ring popular, was Sekiro. Sekiro won Game of the Year. I didn't think it was going to win 2019. I thought it was going to be Death Stranding. But it won. So that kind of threw like, oh, okay, maybe they do care about actual like good gameplay. Like maybe it's not just gonna be like Overwatch or like what's the most popular game winning, but I do feel like it has to do with it. Like Elden Ring, you cannot deny how big it was. You think it should have lost, T-Rock? Oh, you don't like Sekiro. I keep forgetting. This man T-Rock don't like Sekiro. He's a big Souls fan, but he does not like Sekiro. The repeated bosses and stuff like that. It's never been just the most popular game. Yeah, like that alone, no. But I do feel like that plays a part at times. It being just such the culture and like how it shifts the gaming community and also the developers. Like don't be surprised in like 2 or 3 years you're gonna see open world games like Elden Ring. Like they're influencing developers right now. Just like right now you're seeing the Bloodborne like games. They're coming out. Even if I didn't like Sekiro, it's not as good as Death Stranding in my opinion. Oh, even if you didn't like Sekiro. I see. I think. Jeannie says as long as it's not The Last of Us Part 1. I'm with you on that. That's a remake. I was told remakes can't win Game of the Year. That's why Demon's Souls couldn't win. I was told that. So we'll see. We'll see about that. Game of the Year is about impact on the industry too. Elden Ring wins on that. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, like the impact. I'm telling you, Elden Ring inspired games are coming. Definitely coming. So yeah, I threw that question out there, like, could a safe sequel take down Elden Ring? So we mean God of War. There's a lot of hell no's. This one says God of War is an easy W. Reason 1, they lost no time on building the combat system, means it will have massive story and delicious graphics. So because the combat and all that's already set, they spent more time on the story. That's their reasoning. That's interesting. I don't think so. I'll be staggered if Elden Ring doesn't win. I liked this comment because I'm like, so would I. I would be shocked. It's like, I would be shocked, but yeah, I think I would be shocked. People just making assumptions on games they haven't played. Who? Competition in 2019 nominees, I think, were RE2, Sekiro. Yeah, 2019 was kind of a fire year. I think people forget sometimes. We always think 2018, which 2018 was awesome. Amazing. And God of War won that year. So that's another thing. And then another factor that I thought about too was that God of War came out in March, right? This one's coming out in November. So it's gonna be like kind of weird in that way too. What's up, Huey? We still haven't gotten a single Skyrim clone. 2018 was bad for Nintendo, only Smash. And the thing about Smash is it came out in December, right? So it couldn't even be nominated. I can see why DS was nominated in 2019 now. Common, yeah. What's up, Ryan? You said, I think you said you liked Death Stranding, right? Death Stranding was awesome. I was a big fan. I really thought it was going to win Game of the Year. The whole Kojima thing. Remember Kojima and Jeff Keighley was like the big thing. We thought it was rigged. They're like, oh, is it rigged? And then the other game, what's it called? That was nominated a lot that year. My mind's blank right now. 2018 only has Octopath. Right, Eric? I really thought it was gonna win. I remember I had a bet. It was the dumbest bet, but I bet against J Main that Sekiro wasn't gonna win. Because I really didn't think it was gonna win. And I thought of it, like, this is the kind of better I am. It's like, well, if I'm gonna bet, if I lose, I'll be happy because Sekiro wins. So I'll bet against it. So I win either way. That's the kind of better I am. So I took it. I was like, yeah, $20, I think it was. I was like, I'll take that bet. Because RE2 was that year too. It was me, Jamie, and Alton. Alton thought it was going to be RE2. I said it was going to be Death Stranding or something else. I just said not Sekiro, basically. And then J-Main said Sekiro, and he won. So that was kind of wild. But I won too, in a way, like in spirit. I was like, Sekiro won. It was awesome. So I won, right? Either way. Facts, TG. I play both sides so I could always be on top. That is such facts. Red Dead 2. No, it wasn't Red Dead 2, Backlog. This is 2019. Control. It was Control. Remember, the Control was nominated for a bunch of stuff, and Death Stranding. And I remember people were like, oh, they're owned by the same company and stuff like that. There was something going on that they thought it was like rigged. And so I really thought, I was like, Sekiro's not gonna win this. And I was wrong. Even though it was my game of the year, I didn't think it was a win. Yeah, Control. And then remember, what year was it? Last year? With Deathloop? It was kind of like that situation where everyone was like scratching their head like, why is Control like nominated this much? Officer says I wanted Spirit because Death Stranding lost. Damn. Yeah, Death Stranding was innovative. I liked it. Persona 5 ATG. That's a game of the generation right there. Eric, imagine playing Persona 5 for the first time again. I'm low-key kind of jealous of the people just played it right now. They got it on Xbox. But you better beat it, you guys. All you guys on Xbox, you better beat that damn game. Take out a whole month of your life, don't play nothing else, and beat Persona 5. Please. Because we wish we could replay that for the first time again. Man. So I kind of want to look at the comments pro God of War. So right here it says Elden Ring has a ridiculous amount of flaws that people are blind to. It shouldn't even have got as many 10 out of 10 scores as it had. I agree with that. It shouldn't be a 10. I'll approve that. 8 out of 10 at best, which I think Ragnarok will be as well. 88 and coming, possibly. I haven't got to play Royale because I need a whole month. Mike, it's crazy because when I played Persona 5, I was off work for like a couple months. I worked seasonal that year. And I got to dedicate all of December to Persona 5. I played nothing else. But this year, you know, I had the baby and like since Persona 5 Royale has come out, like when was that? Last year? Whatever year, there's just been something like a game or I'm streaming too much or like stuff's going on that I couldn't do it. I am off work. I should play it on what? Like the Steam Deck? What's up, Unforgiven, by the way? I saw you say hi, Mom. What's up? Hi, Mom. BK's here. What's up? You need a month, Dave. I'm telling you, you need a month for that game, at least. Because it's addicting, and you need time. Okay, we still on this. More than likely, unfortunately. We had some people saying, like, unfortunately, and yes, because there's bias for Sony games. I saw a lot of that. Have you played it? What if I did play it? Yeah, right. What if I did play it? Yeah, freaking right. I didn't understand this comment. You could run through the whole game in like a week? Maybe. You gotta really, really do it. What's up, Leaky, by the way? God of War is gonna get a bunch of 10s and will really be like 8.5, just like the first one. I think it's gonna score lower than the first one. What was the first one? Do you guys know? It's God of War Metacritic. 94? Ooh, a 94. It's definitely getting lower than that. 94 is high. Isn't that what Elden Ring has? 96. That's really high. I'm a big Souls fan, a big From Software fan, and I felt like the Metacritic was too high for Elden Ring. I could be objective about that. It was too high. The 10s and all that, it's not a perfect game. No way. And then when I beat the game, and I did a video about this, about the bosses. I don't know, man, those bosses were spooky. Some of the bosses I wasn't feeling. They repeated bosses. The PC issues it had, especially at launch, I was going through it. I had to do troubleshooting just to get the game to run good. What else? There's a few other things. Audible's here. What's up, man? What's up? What's up? We're talking about God of War and Elden Ring. What's gonna be game of the year? Which I know, like, people are gonna watch this, and I've gotten tweets about this too. Like, well, God of War is not even out yet, Erica. Like, how can you even talk about this and stuff? I just think it's interesting to think about. Like, is God of War gonna be the best threat to Elden Ring? And I think it is. We know the first one, 2018. We know we're gonna get more of that, and probably better in some ways. Better enemies, hopefully not repeated bosses, those trolls or whatever. Story, I see it being on par, at least good. And the combat may be expanding, so it could potentially be better. But we know what we're kind of getting graphically, and like, you know, the vibe of the game and the pacing. Like, we know what we're gonna get. We're gonna get the Sony boost. We've come up with all these terms already. So we have the Sony boost, we have that, we have the Sony slide. We slide through the cracks. They're saying that's when it loads the game. That was another thing these guys were saying, that, you know, it's a safe sequel, but it feels last gen because the loading times and stuff like that. So they're sliding through the cracks. You know, you have Kratos and Atreus sliding through to get somewhere, and they're saying that's a loading screen. So we're calling that the Sony slide. And then Dave, you came up with the Sony banter, which is perfect when they're walking and talking. Those are like Sony games in a nutshell, you know? Which is not bad. It's not bad. Like, I'm not saying the games are trash for that, but that's like the Sony template. Like, that's what you're gonna get. The boost and all that stuff. There's always a second character, so they gotta boost each other up. One's gotta bring down, you know, kick down a ladder or a chain or something so Kratos could climb. It's like Uncharted or, you know, Last of Us. They do the same thing. But I like their games, so it's not like I'm like hating. It's just, it is what it is, you know? I like to make fun of it in a way. You can make fun of the games you like, you know? Whoops, story will need to be really good. Yeah. Apparently there's leaks out there too, so you have to be kind of careful with the story. Do you expect a fast beginning like God of War 18 with the Baldur fight happening so fast? I kind of hope there is like a fast start, but maybe it'll go a little slower, possibly. God of War will have to set itself apart from the original in a lot of ways to be Game of the Year. I just feel like Elden Ring was too big, man. And I know it's not just popularity. There's more to it. The open world. Like, they took Dark Souls, basically, and made open world. And it's really freaking good. Like, the discoverability, the exploring, all the stuff that you can find. It was done so well. So, I mean, it's not like they just tacked on open world and it was like, oh, it's open world now, so it's better. Like, no, it earned it. You know what I mean? It actually earned it. And you play the game. I know they patched it, I think, but at first, you know, you didn't have stuff on the map to tell you where to go. You would run into NPCs just on your own, like a typical Souls game, right? But in an open world, bigger scale, then you have all these little side little things you can do with those NPCs in order to connect dots to like make sure a character lives or dies, or like there's just so much in that game. I didn't even touch all of it. Like, I beat it, I put a lot of hours, and there's stuff I didn't even find that other people found. Like, it's just so good. The endings, yeah. Different endings, different bosses that you come across. Even though they do repeat at times, but there's caves that you come across. Like, for example, freaking Patches. I didn't catch him fast enough. He died on me, but with someone else could have him go the distance in the story and like have a whole side thing. But I didn't do that. So there's just like, yeah, the Ronnie questline. I did Ronnie. I had to look it up. YouTube went wild with the videos. It was the highest number of videos since like GTA 5 or something like that within a certain amount of time. I mean, it was huge. Like Elden Ring was just crazy. Your Patches lived. See, I went back to I went back to the cave where he was at. It was just his clothes there. He died on me, and freaking Alexander, the pot dude, I lost him too because I didn't do like the quests. So I lost Alexander and Patches. I was sad about Alexander because I was hearing about what the story is. Yeah, Leaky, I couldn't find him. I effed up, man. I was so into the Ronnie quest. I completed that. I did that. And then I did some other stuff. And I just went too far into the game to where I lost those guys. And I didn't even realize it. You platinumed ER. It's definitely not an 8 out of 10. And now playing it with my son again, it's definitely gone down a few notches. So it's not an 8 out of 10? Or it is? What do you think? What would you give it now, T-Rock, after you've played it again? Feels like 50 plus open world games have kind of gotten repetitive. Ubisoft. See, Bill, that's the thing. Elden Ring took that... It took open world and it just made you look down on Ubisoft because it was not like Ubisoft. Ubisoft, they litter the map with all this crap. They're like, hey, do this, this, and this. Open up the map here. Yeah, you do that in Elden Ring. You pick up a map thing, like a scroll. I don't know. I just think it was just done much better. Not holding your hand and you just kind of just figure it out. So yeah, what's up, Butch? I was literally just playing Elden Ring, and as I get to the end, I have to say the game isn't for me. There's too much, and I don't understand anything. I don't understand anything, he says. Is it your first Souls game? You must be new around here. We don't understand a damn thing in these games, but we still love them, you know. Everything they do is repetitive. I just realized my camera's like... Is that better? I kind of made this little layout like really fast. But yeah, I don't know what you guys think of it. It's something different. I got a new like overlay thing for now. And then when we watch a video, it goes like full screen to classic view that I usually did before on Twitch. But I figure I'm like, let me just add a couple things. And alerts should pop. I don't know if the ones I commissioned for will pop, but the real, what do you call them? The default alerts will be there just in case. It changed open world expectations, which was awesome. It's the actual boss progression that knocks it down. Yeah, I'm with you, T-Rock. I'm with you. So that's the reason, you guys. Let me just say this. T-Rock's bringing up good stuff because I did videos on it. You know, the bosses being underwhelming, repetitive, not really. What's the phrase I could use? Maybe something a little sus, but not super sus. No, we won't go. Never mind. You know, just not really knocking my socks off. I'll just say it like that. Let's keep it PG. Because when it comes to like Souls games, the boss fights typically get me super hype. And I feel like adrenaline and I'm like shaking by the end of it. You know, going to another place. And Elden Ring, it started that way. It really started fire. And then it just kind of, I don't know, man. It just kind of lost me with the bosses. Like I kind of stopped caring to really learn them because their patterns didn't really complement that kind of style to like really learn, because you had all these different things. I have a whole video, okay? There's a lot to it with the mimics and like the stuff you could utilize. I felt it asked me to play it that way by using all this stuff, which wasn't like me, but I was pregnant. I'm like, I ain't trying to stress. I'm just gonna do it that way. So I would do co-op, I would do the mimics, I would do that stuff. So I have a unique case possibly, but I'm not the only one. Like you have T-Rock, you have other people who really just were like, yeah, I wasn't feeling these bosses. So yeah, that's part of it. And that's the big reason why I feel like it's not a 10 out of 10 and why I would not be mad if God of War won. I'm actually like, whatever. I feel like it's my two babies up for the award. I'm like, oh, hey man, either one. These are awesome franchises. I love God of War. I love 2018. This is the sequel. I'm going to be hype playing this game. I know I'm going to love it. Then you have Elden Ring, which I love as well. So it's kind of like, don't matter who wins, but at the same time, I think it's an interesting thing to talk about. Don't mention socks. Freaking Rev, man. I haven't talked to Rev in a minute. I heard what he said about me, that clip. There's a clip of me. I didn't know it was going to be turned into a clip. I was interviewed on Mo Chocolate's podcast. Shout out to Mo Chocolate. He's got awesome content. And he asked me to describe people in the community with one word. And Rev came up. And I knew he was going to come up, man. I should have thought about it more. Like, I was like, damn, I knew he was going to come up. I knew he would come up. Alex. Who else? That was kind of who I was sure of. I'm like, oh, he's going to ask me about them. But when Rev came up, I said feet. And I think Rev didn't like that. You're going to be pissed if it wins, Audible? Really? BitCloud came up too. I did not know what to say for BitCloud. I did not know what to say for you, BitCloud. I don't know why. One word to describe BitCloud? Like, I really don't know. And that's not like a insult or anything. It's like I didn't have one. I was like, BitCloud. A distraction? This man would distract me on streams, but I don't know. But anyways, I said the feet because that's what Mo Chocolate knows Rev for. And because he was asking me, I made that joke to him. Like, oh, feet, haha, because you know about the joke. We're laughing. It's an inside joke. Cool. It's going to stay on the podcast. No, he clips it, puts it on Twitter. I'm like, oh, shoot. So Rev sees it. He's tagged. Freaking Mo Chocolate tags everybody. I'm like, damn it. So it's out there. I'm playing, but one of those horse guys came up and hit me while I typed that in Elden Ring. Oh, the freaking... You're going to get tired of those guys. I was so over the horse guys. I'm like, okay, the first time was cool. Second time, maybe. But the third, fourth time, I'm like, dude, this is too much. I just started like ignoring them, running past them and stuff. We could move on in a minute, but yeah, I just wanted to show you guys, like, I got a lot of freaking comments. There was one I wanted to read, though, that was, like, super shaky. What was it? It was like, dang, I should have saved it, because it was something that I really wanted to talk about. I'll find it eventually. Elden Ring never stood a chance. Really? Some of these comments, I'm telling you, like, I was scrolling through them like, really? Like, people think like this? There was one that was like, oh, I gotta talk about that. I hope I didn't pass it yet. I know it was like towards the bottom. Let me see. Can you guys read these? You can read these. Movies, no. Love God of War. Thought you guys were talking about Zelda. Zelda? Hold on. Who? Elden Ring, my best game of all time. See, I like the spectrum of this thing, because you got, like, a lot of Souls people follow me, right? And either they follow me or this is getting retweeted by somebody who follows me, and then you have like their communities chiming in too. So you have this spectrum of like hardcore Elden Ring. Like nothing could touch this game. It's perfect. Greatest game of all time. Then you have like God of War fans who are like, Elden Ring's overrated. God of War is gonna get it. Like you have the whole thing. And then the people between, well, it could get it because, you know, whatever. They're thinking more clearly. But I enjoyed reading this and like getting the comments on this, because I felt like, man, some of the people who read this thought that like I'm threatened personally by God of War. Like, oh, you're scared. You're scared of God of War, Erica? Oh, you're a Souls fan. You're gonna be mad. Like you're gonna be crying at the Game Awards. And I'm over here just like, I didn't even respond. I'm like, Like I like both, you know? So I thought it was cool to just like see the whole spectrum of like opinions, because I could almost argue and agree all of them. Like honestly, because I just like both of them. It was just funny. Absolutely not. Elden Ring has infinitely more legs because of replayability, different builds, deeper story. It's kind of deep, I guess, compared. The lore, maybe? Cap. Then you have people, then they start going back and forth because they don't agree with each other. Elden Ring is the safest Souls game. Like, huh? Maybe it was this one I was thinking of. Elden Ring is the safest Souls game. I was like, wait a minute. No. Do they? I mean, I know Sekiro's not really a Souls game, but Sekiro? It's very different. I wonder if that was the comment I was thinking of. Don't start, please. Dude, there are so many comments. It was crazy. And they all knew what I was talking about. That's kind of wild. I didn't even mention God of War. Interesting. Elden Ring is overhyped as F. Because ironically, I think it has much of a safe sequel as Ragnarok is. It's basically DS4 in an open world. I just think it's crazy, like, how people say Elden Ring was safe. Because, Yeah, they were starting to sell more and get more popular as the games went. Like Sekiro sold more than Dark Souls 3 for whatever amount of time. Dark Souls 3 sold more than the ones before. Like they were getting more popular. But to go open world, that's not really safe. I just thought that was an interesting take. Like, oh, well, that's super safe, Erica. Is it though? Man, it's crazy how like they took that chance with the open world and it was as big as it was. It's kind of wild when you think about it. But yeah, man, there's just a whole, it's too long to read them all. But damn, they went in. They went in. And then this dude, I don't know what was going on here. A sequel to a game that was voted as the best video game of all time. Where was God of War voted as the best game of all time? Do you guys know off the top of your head? It is not the best game of all time. It's an awesome game. But to say that, like, Erica, it's the best game of all time and this is the sequel. It's like, dude, I don't know about that. So it has an actual story and narrative that people are looking forward to versus a reskinned Dark Souls game with a jump button, open fields, and a horse. Yeah, we know where everyone is siding too. Like, what? All right, you gotta get the bots out. Hold on. Oh shoot, I messed up. There we go. Appreciate it, Dave. Thank you. I pressed the wrong one. That's the thing with YouTube, with like mods, you guys gotta be on the whole bot thing. Was Halo Infinite going open world safe? I almost choked. Because they're in danger, audible. Sex bots, mods, get them. Yeah, these sex bots. Sex box, Erica. Sex bots. They start coming out crazy. I completely disagree. I beat Elden Ring 3 times. Its replayability isn't that good. I guess it's like, if you didn't do everything, you can go back and play it, and then you can do co-op. So there's like that part of it. That's where the replayability came in for me. Like I was playing co-op after I beat it. But I haven't touched Elden Ring in like, it's been a while. It's been some months. But then again, pregnancy, baby, which if you hear him, that's him. What's up, Wall? What's good? So yeah, a bunch of people went at this dude for a while. And all that. So we can move on. But it is interesting to think about. I'll definitely be streaming the Game Awards. And we'll be watching live. I don't know if it'll be here or Twitch. It'll be one or the other. Probably here. I'm thinking it'll be here. But yeah, we'll we'll watch it live and see what's up. Anybody want to do a bet or something? I don't even know who I'd bet on. I think I would have to bet on Elden Ring. I think I would. I think I would have to. But deep down, I'd be a little shook. Like, especially as I'm playing God of War, and be like, damn, this is freaking good. I'm gonna be like, shoot, am I losing 20 bucks? It wouldn't sway me though. Like, I would still enjoy the game. I feel like it could go either way. No bet. Elden Ring likely will win. Yeah, if I had to, I'm still thinking Elden Ring. For sure. All right. What else are we talking about today? Remakes? Remakes. We can make this kind of brief. I don't know what your guys' opinions are on the whole remake thing, but we did see some comments, or some tweets, I should say, about The Witcher, because The Witcher is coming out. They're gonna remake it, which is awesome. I didn't play the first Witcher. I played the second one a little bit. That thing was clunky. I played that on the 360. Even the second one, I was like, ew, I cannot play this game. I don't know if it was me or what. I tried to play Witcher 3. You guys know, should know by now. I struggle with that game too. Maybe The Witcher's not for me. I don't know. It could end up being that way. But I do hear how bad the first one needs to be remade, and I know for a fact because I know people like who really like The Witcher say that, right? So it's needed. But then you have these, I'm just gonna say it, these Sony guys. They come out of the woodwork, and because people are excited about The Witcher, like, oh, so now you guys are okay with remakes now? Like, they think they got you guys. Like, all of you who didn't like the fact that The Last of Us was being remade, I'm included in that. I didn't need it. And this rumor about Horizon being remade, it does not need it, right? And we say that. So I feel like these Sony guys, they just freaking hold such a grudge, or they're so... I don't want to say insecure, but at the same time... How do you let people's opinions hurt you this bad? Because when it comes around to a game that needs it, and they announce they're remaking it, they come out the woodwork again like, oh, now you guys like remakes? Let me tweet this out. Like, oh, I'm gonna get them. You guys are hypocrites. You guys are hypocrites. You don't like remakes, but now you like remakes. It's like, dude, like it can't be... Is it that hard to understand? Like some we feel, it's opinions, I guess, at the end of the day, but some games we truly feel they deserve a remake because they're outdated. The combat is horrible, or like the controls, quality of life things, like Demon Souls, that was a big thing, quality of life. The graphics, stuff like that. Like, look at Dead Space. Look at Dead Space, how beautiful that game looks compared to the original, which came out so many years ago. Games that were not remastered, like The Last of Us remastered, right? It was fine. Is it cool? Like the game is remade and it's there for the fans? Sure. Like I'm not gonna buy it, but I'm not gonna say it's needed. Right? And then get all uptight and upset like, oh, you didn't like my remake that I was excited for, but you like this other remake, so now I'm gonna tweet at you guys and try and act like I caught you in some way, like you're a hypocrite. Resident Evil 4 looks really good too. Huey says Dead Space didn't need a remake. So see, but it's all opinions, right? We all have opinions. Like some people like the originals. Like even when Demon Souls was being remade, a lot of people were against the remake. Like I remember within the Souls community, not really outside of it. Because I remember the Demon Souls like OGs, some of them had an issue. But beyond them, I didn't really see it. Like how we're seeing it with like The Last of Us and stuff like that. Like there wasn't really... As far as I saw, I could be wrong. But I felt Demon Souls needed it. And when you see it, right, you see the graphics and you see how beautiful that game looked and what Blue Point was doing, because they're wizards over there. They remade that other game too, Shadow of the Colossus, which I played. The game was gorgeous. Gorgeous. So for me, I felt like those were... I was cool with them. I was cool with those remakes. If there comes a day where, another Souls game is remade that way, I would be more than happy. Super happy. I'm not going to say the B word. I'm not going to say it because it's not happening, all right? But the other Souls games, maybe Sekiro gets it in like 5 years. I don't know. But yeah, there's like some games that they age a certain way, or they, it's just been years since they come out. That freaking Bloodborne thing too. That was like some drama too. Let me go to my thing. Hold on. Let me go to my page really quick, and then we'll check this really, really quick. Bloodborne just needs 60 frames. I'm not saying I'm not gonna say it needs a remake yet. Maybe in 5 years, but it needs 60 frames. That's the one thing. We can't even get that. We can't even get that. Okay, this happened on the 20th. Let me find the thing. Okay. Yeah. This happened. The Bloodborne mobile game? Yeah, that's fake. I didn't even pay any attention to that thing. Shout out to Max for playing the 60 frames mod for Bloodborne. Yeah, so one day we wake up, right? And Sony tweeted this out like, oh, guess what game we're zooming in on? As soon as I saw this little part, like when I made it maximized, I'm like, get the hell out of my face. Like, get this out of my face. I tweeted it like, I'm not impressed. I can't roll my eyes any freaking harder. Like, just stop already. But then they deleted it because everybody started getting upset. Like, stop playing with us, Sony. You know what you're doing. Like, you keep... Like, why can't you give us this game already? Like, they were going at him, right? Which happens all the time. Bloodborne was trending, per usual. It's just like, oh, here we go. And then they delete it. And so people are like, oh, does that mean it's really happening? And I'm just sitting back like, you guys, stop. It's not happening. They probably just deleted it because they're getting their asses kicked in the retweets and stuff. So then I find out that they've been doing this. It's not just Bloodborne. They did it for Ghost. I seen another person, they retweeted me or tweeted it to me where they zoomed in on Ghost of Tsushima cover. So I was like, oh, there you go. There's nothing special about this one. But they just happened to pick Bloodborne and were not in touch with the fans because if they knew any better, they would know, do not talk about Bloodborne. Don't, because there's so many people who are just like thirsty for this game. Yeah, I got heated in the mentions, exactly. What's up, Delta? I just saw you. What's going on? Needs a PC port. Listen. Where's BK? Because BK is so adorable, right, Eric? We got this friend, BK. Who he's like us in 2016. Like he's going through the phases. What is it called? Like the phases of what am I thinking of? Oh, he's here. He's here. You know, you have like denial and you have a sadness, like all the different phases, right? He's in denial right now. He thinks Bloodborne remake, remaster, something is happening. Bloodborne 2, he thinks it's happening. So he's in like where I was in 2016. So he's just catching up. He's new to the Souls games. He just started playing them like last year. He's a big fan of them now, which is awesome. So it's very adorable because he's just like, it's happening, guys. It's happening. There you go, 7 stages of grief. And me and Eric, we're so jaded. We've been through this for years. We're just sitting back like, BK, it's not happening. It's not happening. Like, he don't know. Yeah, he doesn't know the pain. Spider, what are you talking about? The bots are back. Yeah, just stay on them, you guys. The mods, stay on them. Because I think there is a video on my channel about Bloodborne 2. This was like 2016 or something like that, maybe 2017. And then there was the news of a new FromSoft game, which ended up being Sekiro. But if you guys remember when Sekiro was not announced, but it was announced, but we didn't know what it was yet. There was rumors like it was going to take place like with the Aztecs. Do you guys remember that? There was a rumor about that. And I think I did a video on that. And then there was rumors of Bloodborne 2. Because From Software was like, we're making a new game. It's happening. And we're all speculating like, oh, what's it going to be? Maybe it's Bloodborne 2. Because Dark Souls 3 came and went. So we were like, well, it's not Dark Souls. Maybe it's Bloodborne. We went through this, BK, like during that time. The hope, the speculations, the rumors, the freaking wish list. Oh, this is what I would want. Bloodborne 2 videos. Even Maximilian was like zooming in on pictures like, oh, that looks like that thing from Bloodborne, and that's the weapon, that's the cleaver, because he was like putting his hand over like a weapon. And it was a whole thing. And then it turned out to be Sekiro. Like, I think they announced it 2017, 2018, I forget. Comes out 2019. All right, officer, have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. We'll still be here. You can always catch up on this later if you want to. Yeah, and then, and then we got bamboozled by that freaking, what was it called? That VR game? I said From Software. I could probably find that on my channel. That was hilarious. Like, that's one of my favorite, like, reactions. Because we were all watching was it the awards? I think it was the awards. It was a Sony conference. It was something, right? And we're hanging out as it's like ending. And they're like, oh, one more thing. And then it said From Software. And we're like, oh shit, like what's happening? It's happening. But we weren't paying attention to them saying it was VR. And people in the chat were like, oh, it's Bloodborne. We got trolled. We got completely trolled. I was really hurt that day. I was like, I hate our viewers. Because it was the podcast. So like I'm so hurt right now. I was so mad. But it was a funny video. I ended up uploading it and stuff. I should be on the channel somewhere. Oh man. But yeah, so we went through that. I think after that, and after a couple of those rumors because every year there's rumors. So this was like 2018-ish, 2019, Sekiro comes out. I just stopped caring. Like I got so jaded. I was like, this is never happening. It's never freaking happening. And here we are. Like people are so hopeful. And they talk to me, right? They're like, Erica, I'm like, God, like I can't take this no more. Got our hopes up. Like they're really like expecting this. They want this to happen. And they come to me, like they tell me that this makes them sad and like, you know, F them. Like everyone's sad, you know? And they're like, Erica, like, help me, you know? And I'm just here like, dude, I don't know what to tell you. Like it's not happening. And I hate to be like that, but it's just like sad, you know? Look how everybody's sad. It's crazy. Anyways, this was actually a funny comment right here. He says, Bloodborne came out in 2015. It doesn't need a remaster or remake. Stop crying. Was I crying? Obviously, Bloodborne wasn't that good. I saw that comment. I was just like, really? It doesn't need a remaster? I mean, it maybe so, but like I said, it just needs the 60 frames. So yeah, that was a thing. But yeah, as far as the remakes go, you guys, like, I guess it is opinion at the end of the day. Like sometimes we'll feel a game needs it, deserves it. And sometimes we feel like it really doesn't. Like Horizon absolutely does not need a remake. If that is true, I think it's all but confirmed, right? It doesn't need it. Horizon's still gorgeous. I think they said they're gonna remake it for like accessibility options and stuff like that, which is cool. Like I get it. I'm all for that stuff, but why not just patch that in somehow? Like, is that impossible? I'm not even sure. I guess we won't really know until it's like truly announced. I've heard Bloodborne was great in terms of Soulsborne games. Bloodborne's awesome. You'll get some people out there, they'll say it's a bad game. Oh, it's not really a good Souls game, and you know, I think they just hate Sony, but you know. No, but there are people who will tell you it's not a good Souls game, but I love it. I love Bloodborne. I could be biased because it was my first, but I absolutely love Bloodborne. Like, I adore Bloodborne. The lore is awesome. The freaking aesthetic. I like the combat. It just needs frames. It needs 60 frames. Like, that's it. Losing my voice. What else are we going to talk about? What do you guys want to talk about? Is it the remake thing? Oh, the nostalgia thing. I think I had that as like a topic. I've had that as a topic. What do you guys think of the camera? I fixed my camera. I think it's better, much better now. If you guys followed me like on Twitch, you would know I went through it with this camera. Like, it would flicker a lot, it would look all crazy. I think I fixed it. I'll start with Elden Ring on PC and work my way down. Someone asked me, when was that? Someone asked about that. Like, oh, should I start with Elden Ring or Demon Souls? And I was like, man, I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of hard to answer that. Now that all these games are out, because I did do a video like where to start before Demon Souls remake. So I had an answer then. But then once Demon Souls came out and then now Elden Ring, I feel like it's a hard question to answer. Because if you go with Elden Ring first, you're going to have open world. Like, do you want to go back to linear after that? I don't know. And then you have Demon Souls, how it looks, how beautiful that game is. Like, could you go back after that? I don't know. I guess it depends on you. Like, if you could, you could. I feel like some people probably could, some people probably can't. Bloodborne is alright. I like Dark Souls 3 better. I think I do too, Edgar. Dark Souls 3, oh my gosh. Love it. So good. The bosses are freaking amazing. The music, the aesthetic there too. There's a lot of people who don't like that aesthetic, that like medieval type. They don't like that. So they prefer Sekiro or Bloodborne. I know Jack moves like that. And there's other people like that too. So it's just one of those things, what you prefer, I guess. It definitely adds to the game being better though. Like Bloodborne, I feel like the whole tone of that game and like what it's inspired by and how like it's got this look to it that's just, oh, it's so good. If it looked different, like I don't know if I'd feel as passionate about it. And I like the combat and it's simplified. I think that's why some people don't like Bloodborne, is because it's like not enough weapons for them. And it's like too simple. It's not really a Souls game to that extent. But I love it. Demon Souls looked amazing, but those bosses were dirt easy. Yet the checkpoint placement was a struggle. I agree with that. That was another tweet I put out today too, based off someone's question. Who was it? I gotta follow this girl. Shout out to her. Whitney? She seems cool. Like, she's getting into the Souls games, right? We'll go to this real quick. She's been playing Demon Souls, I think, for the first time. And streaming it and stuff, recording it. She's doing the thing. I'm gonna follow her. Follow. But yeah, she was asking, I guess she was told by one of her subs that Demon Souls is actually a harder entry to the genre for a new player than Bloodborne, and that they were surprised I picked it up first. So yeah, I guess she, there's Dave and Luca. I guess she did Demon Souls first. So that's why I got to thinking, like, that's kind of interesting. Like, imagine starting with the remake and then going back. And then if you play Demon Souls first, it's probably going to feel harder because it's your first one. See, I strongly believe that that's going to play a huge part. Like, you don't know how these games work. You've never, played one like that before, most likely. So if you play Demon Souls first, you could think it's harder, right? I don't know. Say names? What do you mean names? We talking shit? Who are we talking about? Who am I naming? Did I talk shit right now? I didn't realize. Did I? Am I throwing shade? I don't think I am. What's up, Born? The world tendency thing, that I had to learn that myself because the other games are not like that. And you know how you have to kill yourself? You go in that hub, and then you got to kill yourself so you don't have the full health or whatever. And then if you don't do that and you die in the world, then your tendency goes to black. It's like a whole thing. And Luca had to teach me that. She's like, hey, how come you have like dudes with red eyes in your level? I'm like, I don't know. She's like, oh, you have black tendency. And I'm like, what do you mean? She's laughing and stuff. And I'm just like, what do you mean? Because we were co-oping. And that island with the skellies, the skeletons, they were all red-eyed. And I had messed up and like died in the world a couple times or something. So you have to learn all that. So maybe if you did start with Demon Souls and doing that, along with learning the combat and the bosses and the whole thing, it probably could be harder, maybe. Especially back then. With those frames? Yikes, I don't know. But I started with Bloodborne, so I went ahead and told her too, like, is this where I got it from? Yeah, I pretty much said, like, it's a hard question to answer because if I started with Demon Souls, I probably feel a bit different. I don't know. It's weird. I feel like I can't even really answer it. Blytown is, oh my gosh, it's really bad. I played Dark Souls on PC, and when I got to Blytown, even with the mod, it's not a mod, but I had that DS fix or whatever to help the frame rates and all that, it still was like so bad. And my computer was struggling. It was terrible. I think he's talking about me to name off some game. Oh, okay, got you, Drewski. I was just kidding anyways. And then the thing with Demon Souls 2 is you had the, what do you call them? Man, I have such mom brain. Erica, think. I'm not gonna get help. The tombstones? They're like tombstones, right? And then you go to each world based off that. The other games were not like that. You had to like find that and connect the world, and like it was different. The hubs? It was in the hub world. And then you got the waifu in there with the dirty feet. Pillars. Yeah, whatever they are. Tombstones, pillars. But you know, you go to like, even the beginning part, I didn't really know what I was doing because you start off in that hub and then you talk to the blacksmith, you talk to the people, and she's like, you know, telling you kind of what to do. But then you have to figure out how to get to the first level and all that. It was weird. It was weird. But I liked it, man. I loved Demon Souls. I only played the remake, though. I didn't play the OG. You like dirty feet? The waifus, man. She's cool. I like all of them. Yeah, like a natural progression. Yeah. It was interesting. Luca taught me a lot because I didn't know. I was like, oh, this is gonna be like Dark Souls. You know, I'm thinking I'll learn it. If there's something different, it can't be that different. Next thing I know, I got enemies that are more powerful, and my whole world is just black, and I'm like, what is happening? But that was fun. I did a lot of co-op with Luca, and that was really fun. Yeah. And that's part of the reason I was saying, like, man, I don't know if I could go back to the past, because BG put out a tweet which was interesting. It was about, like, I guess I could find it. People who, hopefully I don't have any bad notifications. Let me not risk it. Let me find him over here. Because I'm gonna click my notifications, but you never know, it could be something weird. I don't even want to risk it. Remember when we did that on Twitch that one day? There was a day I streamed on Twitch where I pulled up Twitter for some reason. We were talking about something. And I'm scrolling through the comments and the replies, and out of nowhere, and I'm live, okay, I'm showing my screen, out of nowhere, there's just this big ass penis. Boom. Right there. And I'm like, oh my God, like I'm live, I'm on Twitch. You know how it is on Twitch, you get banned for anything. I had to stop my stream, restart it, and delete that stream immediately. Gotta be Alex, what do you mean? No, what do you mean? No, it wasn't him. It wasn't him, it was like some rando, and it was during that drama with, what's her name, Andrea? She was coming at me saying I'm a Sony fangirl. If you guys remember that. So I was going through the comments and we're talking about it. And all of a sudden there's just this big ass pee-pee right in front of my face. And I scrolled, really fast with my mouse, but it was too late, man. I was like, what the freak? So I had to like restart my stream. So I don't mess around anymore. Like even when we go to BG's, Twitter right now, I'm not going to click the replies. Like I'm just going to show you guys the tweet. Let's see if I can get it really quick. He does tweet a lot. A little bit. This one. Okay. I just wanted to briefly mention it. Because nostalgia is a thing. I've been a victim of nostalgia. I have. I get very nostalgic about music. Stuff like that. Like, music's not even close to what it used to be. Like, I'm very much that person. I like the things I grew up on. But I guess some people feel like gaming today is so trash that they'd rather go back in the past. Eric's like, Ayo, careful with that Twitter. I know, man. It's like, I don't mess around no more. Like, I'm not going to scroll, Alex will be the only person who would show that. Oh, a penis? No, it wasn't Alex. I would have been mad. Like, Alex, what the freak? Dude playing basketball naked. Who was playing basketball naked? That reminds you of the tweet I retweeted years ago. That almost got me canceled. The guy cutting hair and he was naked. People to this day still haven't forgiven me about that. And I'm just like, dude, I was drinking. I saw it, I'm on my phone, I'm having a good time. Oh, this is funny, retweet. Dude, to this day, people still bring that up. I get told that I was blocked for a while. It's like, gosh, damn, man, okay, like, all right, man. Scarred you for life. Yikes. So anyways, I just wanted to say, like, I actually agree with BG on this. Like, I get where people are coming from. But this whole thing is kind of weird to even think about. Like, I have an answer for this, but then I start thinking about it like, well, do you mean, are we going back in the past with what we know now? Because if we don't know any better and we could go back, I would take like the 360 era. Because like online was freaking fire. Like games like got like freaking Gears of War and all that was fresh. Like I liked that. I would go back. But knowing that what we know now and what we have technology-wise and like the way I'm able to stream like this, I think of all the content creation stuff too. I know that's kind of probably not where BG was going. So I feel like this needs to be clarified more. Like, okay, do you mean like gaming as a whole, right? He says right here, as a whole. So we're talking like everything, right? Everything. So if we go back, we don't have it the way it is as far as like social, like the social aspect, YouTube. Like if you're stuck in a game, you're just stuck. You can't look it up. Like stuff like that. So I started thinking like, is that what he means, right? That's what he means, right? Like we're going back. Like all this is gone. And you're just with your console and the controller and the games coming out as they did. 3-hour games with no save slots? Hard ass games like that? Like, is that what people want to do? See, I don't know. Just means gaming only without content creating. Okay, so if we think of it that way, which I do want to think of it that way, I guess just the general culture of it and like how games were presented and made, right? So like the N64, for example, like if Ocarina of Time came out this year and that's it for me, because like maybe it's because I think about my experience, right? As a kid, we didn't have a lot of money. I couldn't play a lot of games. I had to borrow games. Like I had to borrow systems. And that was cool. There's nostalgia to that. Like I had moments where like, man, this is awesome. The jumps from console to console graphically were freaking awesome. So like, I guess if we focus on that part of it, it's like, yeah, I could see where people are coming from. Because we don't really have jumps like that anymore, I guess. Core gameplay mechanics. That's the thing I'm thinking too, Eric, is like the clunky controls. Those controllers too. Think about all the controllers. And all of that. Like, I just think about that mostly. A lot of games didn't age really well. I played Mario 64 like 4 years ago or something. I streamed it. That game did not age well. And I loved that game. I love Jet Force Gemini. Dude, listen, N64, I was a big fan. Jet Force Gemini, Ocarina of Time, Mario, Banjo. Like, I have fond memories. But in my mind, maybe I'm thinking too deep. I do this too much. So, and I'm sure BG was not even thinking about this stuff. But I think about it deeper, like, okay. Because back then, when you're a kid, things just hit different. They hit different. It's very different. Music, movies, all that hits really different. So if we went back to that, would it be the same? I don't think it'd be the same. It wouldn't hit the same. When we're older, we're more miserable. We're more nitpicky. We're more jaded. We're more, like, we have a standard now that if we went back, I tell you, a lot of people would not, they're not thinking straight. If they really went back and like that's what you have, they would regret it, I feel like. I don't think they're thinking about it like the way I'm thinking about it. Because they're thinking like, oh, no microtransactions, no like shadiness with the remakes and money grabs and like how long it takes to make games. I get it, like that sucks. I hate how we wait longer now. I get that, like the budgets are too damn big. They gotta raise the price of the games, DLC, like all that stuff. But when you think about it, like just nostalgia in general, it's a hell of a drug. It's a really hell of a drug. And the kids now are going through what we went through then. They're in the magic right now. They're playing Fortnite, Minecraft, all this stuff, and they're having those moments like we did. It's nostalgia, really, I think. RIP rental stores, yeah. I loved renting games and stuff. Like those are memories, they're fond memories. But that's where they should stay. Cuz I feel like the games now and gaming now gets a bad rap. I know, like we mentioned with the money grabs and stuff, but there's some really awesome games even now. And I feel like people, either they don't play enough games or they're just so stuck in the past. I don't know what it is, because I feel like, yes, I had those memories. Like, dude, it was awesome. I have tons of nostalgia. I do. But even as an adult, I'm making like new memories and like it's different. It's hitting, but like in a different way. Like the Souls games, for example, I freaking love that. God of War and like Death Stranding, Eric. Like when you're playing Death Stranding, you're like, damn, this is like different. This is cool. Like as a kid, you wouldn't play Death Stranding. Or maybe you would. I don't know, I just feel like things hit different. Like as an adult experience, you're gonna connect more with different things. Like if you're a parent, you're gonna feel for Kratos. If you're, you know what I mean? If you're a woman and you're an adult, you've been through your life as a woman, like women characters will hit you a certain way, and like it's just different. Like it's just a different experience. I feel like games just get such a bad rap these days. They're still really good, awesome moments. I don't know. Then we get to play like multiplayer games and talk at the same time, like to each other. We could play with each other. It's just so awesome now. I don't know. Maybe I think too deep about it, but some people agreed with me, some people didn't. I was like, it just hit different. It hit different back then. Yeah. I feel like people wanting the past are stuck in the past, or were never there to begin with. Or were never there to begin with. So they like the past even though they weren't there? Everyone had mics. Yeah, like if we're going to like 360 era, or if you played on PC, like I know you could play with people and stuff like that. I wasn't really a PC gamer growing up. I was just on console. So for me, I was playing games by myself, man. I was trying, I don't know if it had to do with me being a girl, but like my girlfriends, they weren't playing no damn games. I had to beg them to play with me. Like Smash or Mario Kart. If it wasn't for me, they would never even touch games. Like that's how it was. So I was lonely. Like I don't know friends to play with. I had to play with like my friend's baby brother. We beat Contra 3, me and him. We were like this for 2 weeks. We beat that game. It was awesome. We were cheering. That's like one of my fondest memories. But the rest of the time I was alone playing games and like for an hour because my dad would kick me off the TV. Like, do I want to go back to that? I don't know, man. Like, what does it mean? Am I going back to being a kid? Now I'm like, dude, I could get any game I want, right? If I really want it. I know money, it's sometimes tight. But for the most part, I'm an adult now. I get the games I want. And then I get to stream. I get to talk with you guys and play games together with you guys from people around the world. And it's like, dude, that's awesome. I don't know, man. I just feel like today is pretty damn awesome, too. I liked her little brother, yeah. What do you mean, like? Like, he was cool. I wasn't, like, attracted to him. Is that what you mean? He was, like, 2 years old, younger than me. He was little. We were little. I was probably, like, in... Gosh, how old was I? Maybe 5th grade or something? I don't even know. I don't even remember. 4th grade? No, I was at least 5th grade. At least. But it was cool, you know? Those memories are awesome. But they're, you know, that's what they are, memories. Discord over party chats. Yeah, that alone, Eric. Can you imagine going back to party chat, Eric? I'm telling you, people are not thinking straight, man. One day, listen, if we went back, if this is like part of it, right? The whole experience. If we went back to party chat, we would regret it in one day. It would take not even one day. We would regret that thing. Like, no, we can't, I can't do this. And yeah, I guess I do kind of think of it more so like I probably shouldn't, but I do consider the content creating because, dude, if you guys were around back then and you knew about content, like you try to make content, to record the PS3 was a nightmare. An absolute nightmare. And 360 worked really well, but dude, I didn't have as much like, what do you call it? Like room to even put these damn videos on my computer. Like it was so bad. What's up, SRX? I wouldn't even go back to Skype. Yeah, forget that. Forget that. I also had Elder Scrolls 3 through 5. For my NES and Game Boy, I had Mario's Brothers 1 through 3, Duck Hunt, Punch Out. Mario. Mario was my first game. Pokemon. I never got into Pokemon. Tetris. Tetris is classic. People multitask and get distracted easily. Yeah, it can be a challenge. But you're talking about people who play games together, but they're playing different games. I can't do that. I cannot. That's one of my ultimate pet peeves, because there are people who stream or they'll like play games in the chat talking to me and we're not playing the same game. I'm like, no, you gotta go. You gotta go. We're either playing the same game or we're not gaming at all. If you're playing a different game and I'm playing a different game, like, unless we're like best buddies or something, or like we got stuff to talk about, like, nah, you go ahead and go play your game. I ain't trying to like hear what you're going through. Like, I'm playing something. Audible. For the most part. We have exceptions. There's been exceptions. Like, we've been like playing Fortnite or something and someone comes in and they're just talking to us. But when you start to hear their call outs of a different game, or they're playing like, let's just say God of War, and they're talking about God of War, I'm like, dude, we're trying to win a game over here. Go play God of War somewhere else. You know, after a while, you gotta just tell them. But yeah, I can't do that. I don't know how people do that. It's distracting. But sometimes we put up with certain people we love, right? The chat hoppers, is that what we call them? Damn. What time is it? 7? It's barely 7? It's early. There is a video I want to watch with you guys. I appreciate you all hanging out, man. I ain't gonna lie, you know, when it comes to streaming on YouTube, I get not nervous, but I feel like, damn, I don't know how this is gonna go. Like, what if nobody shows up? Or you know what I mean? Like, but you guys, you know, hanging out, keeping me company, I appreciate that. So I'm gonna go find a video. It's not gaming related, but I definitely want to watch this. SRX, you starting to spam now. No spamming, please. Please. He's like, check my channel. And then he puts all kinds of, or they put all kinds of, what was that, Eric? Like dashes? I don't even know what that was. That was kind of wild. You can't make the Twitch jump. That's okay, Born. Like, I know a lot of people don't like Twitch. And you know what? I don't blame you. I'm starting not to like Twitch, okay? Because they're effing up over there. They're just making mistakes. And as somebody who streams over there, it's disheartening because I like Twitch, but they just don't I don't know, man. They just don't know how to treat their streamers as well as I think YouTube is treating their creators right now. Yeah, T-Rock, I know. YouTube's chat does kind of suck. That's why I appreciate you guys even more hanging out and chatting. But yeah, Twitch has its pros. But YouTube, I think, is adding to their pro list. So I feel like YouTube's coming up in certain things. As a creator, I'm like, oh, wow, they're doing things right. So that's why I'm kind of trying to stream more over here. Blackjack, oh, that poor girl. She hurt her back. Yeah, that's our girl, T-Rock. That's what he's talking about, our girl. What's her name? Super pretty girl that streams. I've also played Fate by Wild Tangent. Acid of 4 games. I used to play on PC back when I owned one years ago. So you like an old school PC gamer. He's gone now, yeah. Thanks, you guys, appreciate it. But yeah, she hurt her spine at TwitchCon. And that sucks. I can't imagine. I have a bad back, so like to me, anytime somebody like hurts their back or breaks bones or something, I'm like, dude, I can't see the video. I can't even look. It's hard to watch. Okay, we've been listening to this music the whole time. The whole time. Yeah, I know, Eric. I saw she was trying to walk, and we call her boobs. Yeah, she get the girls out there. You know, she's working with what she got. She's working with what she got. take a chunk of the chat. I was like, yeah, man, he took like half the chat. Like, dude, what is that? A bunch of dashes. You playing Hangman for like a whole paragraph? Like, it's like, what the heck is going on? I don't know. And then before that, they're like, check out my channel. So yeah, they're definitely spamming, and that was their warning. I gave them like in my head when they said, check out my channel. I was like, okay, warning in my head. And then once they did the thing, I'm like, I get him out of here. Can enable sub-only chat if it gets really bad. Yeah, I mean, in the future, or if it gets really bad, then you'll have to sub, right? So I wanted to watch this video. It's not gaming related, but there was a clip of it that went out to like Twitter and TikTok and whatever of a dude. Well, we'll just watch it. We'll just watch it together because I want to see this with you guys. If you don't know Cut, we've reacted to them before, like on Twitch when I would stream. They do like social experiments. They bring people on to talk about like their exes, or like, oh, if you could change anything about the relationship, what would you do? Like stuff like that. And they have people confront each other, or like this thing, I guess they did like a speed dating blindfolded. And I saw one clip of the dude who hugs the girl to determine if he's gonna eject her or not. So it was like a savage clip. And so I wanted to watch the whole thing. All right. Because we don't only do gaming like when we do the just chatting and stuff. So I figured, well, I'll leave this stuff for the end of the stream. We can kind of like just kind of hang out and all that. The TwitchCon situation was effed. I feel her for her back problems. Yeah, man. I have scoliosis, so like, whew, I know pain, but not like that. And so I just cringe when I see people get hurt. It's horrible. When it comes to dating, looks matter the most, especially with the social media and dating app era. It's over for short guys. Oh man, Eric, is it over for you? If you guys don't know, like Eric, I call him my duo and my brother because we're like twins, right? We're the same height. We're the same height. So we're in the pain of like shortness, right? For girls, it's whatever. But dudes, yeah, it's like that's a thing. I don't know. I feel bad. I feel bad for guys sometimes. I feel bad for you guys sometimes.
I usually go older, so my age range is usually like 22 to 32 kind of thing.
Welcome to The Button, a speed dating show. When the button lights up red, either player may press it and swap out their date for a new person.
Get out of here.
If two people can last on a date for 10 minutes, they win an
I feel like they're going to be
all-expenses-paid second
ruthless.
date.
So I wanted to see this.
This is the button. Put it out of your hand. This is the chair. There you go.
Oh,
Hello.
hi.
Hi.
All right, I'm Milton.
I'm Mia. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
Milton.
Milton has a type. I have here thick, sassy, sense of humor.
Is there anything else you want to add to that checklist?
Thick.
you. That's about it. I mean,
So what do you do for work?
I'm a school bus driver.
Oh.
Damn, that was quick.
Take your blindfolds off. and
What
look
the
at each
heck?
other.
Hi.
Damn, she was fast. So once he said he's a school bus driver, like, nah, you're out. Dang, man, girls are mean.
Ask her, why did you reject me?
Why did you?
I just wasn't feeling the spark. Didn't feel like conversation was flowing. That's all.
I feel it. It's nice to meet you, though.
That was really fast. Like,
Do you
how
regret
did...
it now that you see him?
He's very handsome, but stay where I stand with. Just didn't feel the flow.
Milton's a total babe.
Absolutely.
I got the chair.
Good job. Good job.
So she's going to stay there and then they bring someone else.
Hi.
I'm Craig. I have my hand out for. No?
Oh, there it is.
There you go.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure. What do you like to do for fun?
I am really open to trying
What's up,
anything new.
Antoine?
I'm pretty new to the area. Right now, it's mostly been like hitting as many different breweries to try as I can because I think that's really cool.
We're just watching
Greg
this to
owns
see
a bar.
Oh, love
the
that. Craig.
brutalness.
A lot of my time is spent around like breweries and wineries and alcohol and stuff like that.
Completely get that. I just started a new job recently and I work in the beer industry now, so it's been a lot of stopping at bars and things like
Alcoholics.
that. So it's become a workplace for me.
And what kind of job do you have in the beer industry?
So I work in marketing, so I'm a brand manager.
So when you're dating, what age group do you normally kind of stick to?
I usually go older.
'Cause of his profession,
So my age
yeah.
range is usually like 22 to 32 kind of thing.
Wait, I usually go older. She had a 10-year range?
Thought about that?
I'm 39.
Okay.
And then to be totally transparent, I have 2 kids and I'm divorced.
Okay.
So like throwing that all on the table.
Appreciate that.
Okay, yeah.
She gonna...
I am so sorry. I
was gonna say, she's gonna hit the button because he's divorced and has two kids, he said? Man,
But you've
it's
tried
messed
going out
up,
with
man.
women with kids before, and it just really isn't right for me right now.
Totally get it. Yeah, I understand. It's like it's a lot.
It's such
But
a
she
pleasure
is
to
young,
meet you, though.
so
Pleasure.
I get
Good luck
it.
tonight.
Thank you.
Like if she is 19, when I was 19, I probably would have pushed the button too. 39, he said? That's too gap. That's too much of a gap.
Damn. Really thought I had it the bar on her.
So these guys who've seen her already, they for sure can't say anything. Like, what if they hint like, oh yeah, she, looks a certain way or something like that? Because they're all just still hanging out.
Hi.
Hi.
Can I get a hug?
And where are you? Put your hands up.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Okay.
This is the one.
Hi.
This is the one.
Nice to meet you. How are we doing?
I'm great.
Okay,
Thanks
so
for getting
they
off my feet,
hugged.
move around a little bit.
Yeah. I'm just kind of having a good time.
Maybe it was a
today.
different
It's
girl.
nice. What do you find yourself doing in your leisure time?
I love watching television and film. I studied film for a really long time.
Okay.
So
Guilty pleasures?
I always say like my #1 guilty pleasure show is Riverdale. I will never recommend
H
anyone
pill.
watch the show.
Okay. Sorry.
That was aggressive slam. No worries.
I am so sorry. You were lovely.
Thank you.
But yes,
Was it the Riverdale?
I'm gonna be very candid with you. We have a little bit of a bromance back there, and so I kind of did it for the boys.
Report back to the boys that you got me down, okay?
Wait, huh? We have a bromance and I did it for the boys. She does not look 19. What? What was that about? So the girl, okay, they're in a room.
Oh no, I just heard a big gasp from the GOW room. I think I'm not billing them.
So the guys wanted her out so they could bring in a new chick. Wow, that's crazy.
Hello. It's nice to meet you.
This is the girl.
Samantha.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
So in terms of dating, what is something that is like an automatic deal breaker?
I can be really chatty sometimes, and I've had a lot in my past
That's
where people,
messed up.
I'll talk about something and then they'll just cut me off. I need someone who will listen to me.
What is something that you watch by yourself that's a guilty pleasure that you don't tell anybody?
I mean, I watch a lot of anime. I watch
Me too.
a lot of Asian shows like Korean dramas.
What is your type?
I'm definitely very into Asian men. It's not like a deal breaker or anything.
What race do you think I am?
I have no idea. I don't want to make assumptions.
You want to take a guess?
I would say like maybe white to Asian.
Damn, Leaky.
maybe.
I am Asian, actually.
Oh.
Yeah. Can we hug?
Sure.
Okay. Hi. How are you?
Good. You're needing a hug.
Thank you.
Dude.
Why, Nathan?
We get along on a lot of different topics, but I felt
Listen. If that was me, if I was that chick, oh my god. Like, oh, can we get a hug? And then he hugs you, and then he, I guess, felt it was too wide of a hug? Dude, that would suck.
that it was something where I could become a really good friend with you.
Yeah, yeah.
That's just kind of a gut
Because they were
feeling.
kind of vibing, like they had a lot in common. They had the anime thing. She's into Asian guys. He's Asian, right? She seems cool and nice and friendly. And then he's like, gives the hug and then buzzed her out.
For me.
No, that's totally valid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't see anything because I don't have my glasses on.
Bye, Sam.
Goodbye.
That's how I would be. I'd be like, I can't even see.
And then right afterwards we hugged. Oh, he sat down, blustering right away. Hi.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Dude,
Good,
I would
my
not
name's
want to go
Nathan.
out
What's your
there.
name?
Amy.
What is your drink of
Amy
choice?
is wifey material.
What makes someone wifey material?
I just really like to take care of my man. Like, I like to spoil him. I mean, I obviously like expect the same energy back, but I can cook really well.
Oh, what do you love to cook?
Steak dinner with like shrimp and like
Oh, wow. Surf and turf? Wow, that is very fancy.
mashed potatoes.
I could
And
cook.
models.
Oh, are you your model?
Oh, I don't. Where did you guys get that information? What?
How tall are you?
There
How
it
tall do you
is. There it is. How tall is he? She getting the button. Messed up show. Yeah, the way they're able to go back and talk, you would think the ones that already saw them or like buzzed out, they should leave, right? It doesn't seem fair that way.
I think I am.
I'm thinking like 5'11".
Do you want to give me a hug and see how tall I am?
This guy.
Why did you press the button?
It's just like wasn't the vibe.
You know, I can respect that.
You have really nice hair.
Oh, thank you. You as well.
It was nice to meet you.
It was nice to meet you as well.
Okay, bye.
He kind of cute, but I don't know.
Sorry, I'm trying to literally find the chair right now.
No, that was me too. Don't worry.
Okay. Voice sounds soothing. I like it.
Oh, thank you. How
This
old
man
are
with the
you?
sunglasses.
I am 26. Probably when you look at me though, you're probably like, no, I'm younger than that.
Younger? Really?
Probably.
Okay.
Dude, this guy sound like BK. Am I tripping?
I'm 21.
Okay.
Amy is dating to marry. Are you ready to get married, Donovan?
I don't mind marriage. I really don't. It depends how like certain time with
Oh,
what
never
it does
mind.
and everything.
Not anymore.
Or at least
Yeah,
Never
I'm obviously
mind.
not dating
He did, but not no
married
more.
right away.
Amy wants 3 kids.
3 is a little too much.
What? Okay. Hold on. This video is okay, but what's with the robot? Do we need the robot talking? Why is there a robot there? He's just saying random things.
2 would be fine. 3 is like.
Is it like you don't make enough?
I guess that is knowledge
No,
they
it's
had
not that. I
already.
don't mind it. My mom had 1 out of 6. I'm the oldest out of the 6. It's like hectic enough on my
Hold
mom.
on.
Okay.
Amy is dating to marry. Are you ready to
I gotta
get
watch
married,
this
Donovan?
again.
I don't mind marriage. I really don't. It depends how like certain time with what it does
course,
and everything. So
yeah.
yeah, where it leads.
Yeah, I'm obviously not dating like to like marry right away.
Amy wants 3 kids.
3 is a little too much.
That's a lot.
I got it.
That's a lot.
2 would be fine. 3 is like.
Is it like you don't make enough?
Okay, I thought I heard this. I was talking, dude. So you don't make enough money, is what she's asking. It's all about the money with these girls. Huh?
No. It's not that. I don't mind it. My mom had 1 out of 6. I'm the oldest out of the 6. It's like hectic enough on my mom is.
We're gonna bring in his next date.
It's nice meeting you
Nice
though.
to meet you too.
My name's Ria.
Okay, my name's Donovan. What is your type?
Look-wise, my type has been all over the board. I definitely love people who are like athletic and into the gym. I love like manly men who can like, you know, let me feel more relaxed and like.
So protective.
That's just my type.
Yeah, I do work out and everything, so it's just part of my regimen. I do.
Let her feel your arms.
I heard my
Okay,
arms out.
where are
My
your
arms out.
arms? Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, you seem strong. What do you like to work out in the gym?
So honestly, I work out every particular muscle twice a week. I would say my favorite one I like to do is chest.
Where is it?
It's right there.
She got that voice with the you know how they talk like, damn it, or no, they'll say how do we say it, like with the at the end of every word? She's one of those. How about I don't want 3 freaking kids? Like a valley girl, yeah. 3 kids is a lot.
Go ahead.
Okay.
It's like a lifeline.
I like the buzz cut.
Oh, thanks.
That man hit his mouth quick. Listen, man, I had braces years ago. I feel like I could joke around about that. He closed his mouth quick. Poor
my
guy.
type.
Yeah, I do work out and everything, so it's just part of my regimen. I do.
Let her feel your arms.
We gotta watch that again.
I heard my
gotta
arms
watch it
Where are your
again.
arms? Okay. Okay, you seem strong. What do you like to work out in the gym?
So honestly, I work out every particular muscle twice a week. I would say my favorite one I like to do is chest.
Where is it?
It's right there.
Where is it? You know?
Go ahead.
Okay. I
See,
like the buzz
see?
Oh, thanks.
He freaking closed his mouth. Poor guy. I mean, anybody would probably, but it's just funny.
Are
Okay.
you two connecting?
I mean, she's already had my arms and my chest.
They're not even
I
that
feel like I
bad.
basically already know you.
Blindfolds off in 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
You're not what I expected you to
Really?
be, honestly. Yeah.
Are you two gonna go on a second date?
I'm so sorry.
Why did you reject him?
I just want to see like what other vibes are there, just
Okay.
for the experience.
All right.
What a friggin' liar. Wait, what is she wearing? Oh, whoa. What the heck? Is that all skin? Another monitor. Okay. What is this? Is that her bra right here? Looking at his teeth. The vibe. Yeah, she hella lying about that. Like, oh, I just want to see what else is on there. What the hell is she wearing?
Sorry, Donovan. Thank you, Donovan.
It's okay.
Girl. You got the, you know what she got going on right now? She got the new mom clothing, because that's how I be dressing around the house when the baby's hungry and stuff. Like, girl, what the heck's happening here? She got the maternity bras and stuff.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Devontae.
Quick access.
A face mask over your eyes?
Am I?
Are you not?
I think this is what they gave me.
What is going on right now? This man got a face mask on his
Wait,
eyes.
how do I look? Do I look good?
Whatever works, honestly.
Do you like the smell of each other? Give each other a little whiff.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, you smell like body wash.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice perfume. What is that, lotion?
It's a bum bum.
You know what, Loki? I think I would do that. Be like, can I just smell your arm real quick? You gotta take a whiff, because I'm sure you could smell their breath if it was bad. They're pretty close, but like, I want to know if you have good hygiene or not.
Bum bum cream.
It's for your bum.
You gotta moisturize them cheeks, you know?
Yeah.
Your voice,
Yeah.
it's really calm.
I hope
and it's
so.
soft.
What are you doing after this?
I don't know. What about you? I'm trying to find
Dang. He's slick.
Are you ready to see each other?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Okay. Oh my god.
Hello.
You're cute.
Oh, stop. You're hella pretty. I like the eyeliner with the blue.
Thank you.
You have a really nice smile. Okay.
Are you gonna commit to a second date?
I feel like we could. Unless I'm wrong.
No, I would like that.
You're pretty comfortable so
She
far.
into this
And
guy.
You're not making me nervous.
You know, whenever people say like, oh, I got butterflies, I feel like that's a sign that your body's rejecting them. And if you feel like comfortable with the person, I feel like that's
Wait, huh? If you got butterflies, you're rejecting that person? I feel like butterflies is like a good thing. Like, you're like excited. They make you nervous, no?
That's what I look for in a
that's
person.
more comfortable.
Yeah.
So,
What's up, bud? How you doing?
second date?
The lady's comfortable with it. I am.
Yeah.
I would enjoy that.
Congratulations.
So
You've won
they,
the button.
does that end the whole thing?
Nice to actually meet you.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. Okay.
That's kind of dumb. What about the rest of the
I'm
people?
glad. I
That
stayed
shirt, though.
for this.
I'm glad I was right next to the line. Like, shit.
Alright, get out of here.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Button. Can I just...
Turn around real quick. What is that shirt? She's a pretty girl, though.
Are you gonna go somewhere right now? Are you gonna...
I got the whole day cleared.
Ooh, chick dumb as hell. She's mid. Aw, man. No, she's really pretty. I think she's pretty. I was tripping out on the shirt. Like, what is going on? Because it was all open in the back. And I'm thinking, like, you can see the bra and everything. Why does this feel so impersonal? I don't like people like this. Make you sound like butterflies are a bad thing. Right, Eric? I'm thinking butterflies are a good thing. I like that feeling. Like, that's... Because once you... Like, when you're with somebody, like, at the beginning, you get the butterflies. Then they go away. Because you get comfortable. I guess, yeah, it is like a comfort thing. Or you're just so used to them and you know them well. It's not fresh anymore. Yeah, when she stood up, maybe it was the chair making it right up or something. That's probably what it was. But I was looking at that shirt like, damn, man. Maybe I should get one of those when I'm just being a mom around the house. Because, you know, I gotta like feed the baby and stuff. That's what I'm thinking. Like, oh, just that's like 2 buttons right there. Pop, open, you know? I wanted to see where she got that shirt. But yeah, I wanted to see that. There's other videos that, you know, they do a bunch of stuff like this where it's just like, man, these are little. How do you guys feel about the new look for YouTube? You guys feeling it? I think it looks pretty clean. You got the rounded buttons or thumbnails. And then pretty soon we're gonna have tabs for shorts and stuff on mobile. I think it's already here on PC. I see them on my channel. I don't know if my channel is just one of the first or whatever. Subscribe button's a little bit different. Yeah, it's just they do like social experiments and stuff on here. It's pretty good. I like it. Yeah, right? It's fire. It's like clean. Oof. That video, it was okay. It was okay. That one clip though of the guy hugging the girl, that's the one that was like going viral. And look, you can see, where is it at? What did I just watch right now? They have way more views. It's like 1 million views because of this video, because of that clip. So people wanted to see it, I guess. But yeah, I recommend subbing to them. Some stuff is trash, some stuff's really good. I like this channel. But yeah, that's the video I wanted to watch. Unless there's anything else we could talk about, I'd probably wrap up right now. I had fun. This is gonna be a weekly thing, you guys. So for the next like 3 weeks, we'll be here on Thursdays. I love Thursdays. I love streaming on Thursdays. But unfortunately, after that, on the 18th, precisely, that's a Friday, my husband starts this crazy schedule where I'm not gonna be able to stream Thursday, Fridays anymore because I have to watch the baby. Because he's gonna be working and yeah, they got him on a really tough schedule. So my stream days are going to change to Tuesday, Wednesday. It's going to be different. It's going to be weird. But again, that's like in 3 weeks. We'll be here next Thursday again here. And hopefully we'll have stuff to talk about, like gaming wise, because sometimes it could be dry. But I'm good at coming up with stuff. There's always something that will interest me that's like outside of like even the hot topics or like boring topics, if that's all we have. Like I like to mix it up. So we'll definitely be back next week, next Thursday. And then if you guys want to watch me game, I'll be on Twitch tomorrow. Probably around the same time. So yeah, man, it was fun. I appreciate you guys hanging out. I'm tired. My voice is getting tired. I was thinking if I did the blindfold challenge, you think my voice would sway a couple people or no? They're gonna be like, oh, she has a nice voice, man. They take off the blindfold. Oh, man. They're gonna hear I'm a mom and I'm this and that. Oh, you're a streamer? Oh, man. Like, shh, Buzz. Buzz her out of here. You got glasses? Oh, man. Get this girl out of here. This trash. I'd love to try Dead Cells at some point. Don't normally play Rogue. I think Dead Cells is on Game Pass, isn't it? Or I saw something about Dead Cells being free or something. I can't remember. What's up, Mr. Digit? Yeet her now. Get this. Air cuts for the win. Out of here. But yeah, it would be interesting to do like some blindfold stuff like that. Can't anymore. Not single anymore. But yeah, I hope you guys had fun. I'm gonna end the stream. Shoot. I had a good time. You guys are awesome. Seriously. If you're watching this later, you made it this far, I appreciate it as well. These streams will be set to unlisted, but I think what I'll do for like these, the ones like we just did right now, that's just cat food. I'll probably make it just public for like a day or two and then send it to the unlisted. Because when it comes to YouTube, I guess it's not good to have just streams everywhere. You gotta kind of separate them. But Dave, we'll see, right? in the coming months, because they're gonna do the different tabs for like streaming, and then you have a tab for shorts, and then regular videos, which I need to get back on. Those will come. But yeah, as far as streaming goes, I'll probably keep it public for a day or two, and then I'll switch it to unlisted. We'll see. Because YouTube is changing right now, you guys. I don't know if you notice, if you're just like a viewer and you're not a streamer or a content creator like us. I kind of notice everything, but like they're changing a lot of stuff. I think the shorts have a lot to do with it. They're changing a lot of things. And the algorithm and all that, I'm learning a lot right now. It's not what it seems. I used to blame the algorithm, like, oh, it's such a weird thing, but really it's not even an algorithm. It's like the viewers. It's what the viewers watch and what you guys like. And so I'm paying more attention to my audience. And so hopefully you guys kind of see where I'm going with everything, and you'll have a good time being here. That's my aim. I'm here for you now, not for me anymore. I'm here for you guys. No, but I appreciate all the well wishes and stuff. You guys checking on me, asking how the baby's doing. Like, there's a lot of life changes going on, but I'm here, man. I'm so dedicated. Like, I want to succeed on YouTube. Like, I really want to. So I'm learning a lot right now. And I appreciate you guys being here and staying, all right? So I will see you guys next week. And hopefully on some other videos and shorts that I got planned. Stay tuned, all right? I will catch you guys on the flip side.